2363.
We're on the road in Ontario's Niagara region with a unique emergency response team.
The lifeline call originally for an 81-year-old female.
A team with a singular focus, responding only to emergency calls from seniors who've fallen.
It had possible nose fracture.
Now when paramedic Eric Huffman is dispatched, Leslie Yole, an occupational therapist, is right by his side.
Sometimes we are first response. If a call was to come in and the person states when they called, I have no injuries, I just want help up, I've fallen.
How many times does that happen?
It does a lot.
Huffman and Yole arrive at the home of an 81-year-old woman in Welland.
So we're a new program.
She lives alone and doesn't want to go to the hospital. This isn't her first fall. Huffman checks the woman's medication because some prescribed drugs can contribute to the risk of falls.
Your foot sore?
Yole finds out that the senior fell from her walker while reaching for a cell phone. A quick check of the apparatus and she spots the problem.
Even when this brake was on, the wheels move in here. That's not good.
A simple repair job does the trick.
You know what? If I can prevent the next fall, that's why I'm here. If I can keep her safe, she wants to be in her home. She's quite an independent lady.
Falls are the leading cause of injury for seniors, responsible for 32% of all reported emergency department visits in 2017. A financial burden on healthcare, costing more than $2 billion. These images of real-life falls are from long-term care facilities in the Vancouver area. They're difficult to watch, but provide valuable clues for researchers at Simon Fraser University in how and why falls occur in older adults.
We specifically focus on what are the two most important injuries related to falls: hip fracture and traumatic brain injury.
One of the experiments his researchers conduct involves a giant moving platform nicknamed the Slipatron that's able to move in different directions and at different speeds.
Ready?
A fall is induced. Again. And again. And again.
Interesting how you're completely knees there, no hands.
Sensors on the volunteer's body measure the fall, and infrared cameras record it all in 3D, allowing researchers to further study things like the speed, direction, and impact of the fall.
Some older adults who have sensory impairment or are on certain medications, they're constantly in a state of trying to maintain their balance, having to recover their balance.
But while researchers like Rabinovich concentrate on the science of falls, it's almost impossible to measure the emotional toll it can take. Erin Harris was fit and active all of her life until a tumble down a flight of stairs changed that.
I was walking 5 miles a day, forever, and it went down to one street.
It took her several weeks to recover from a broken ankle, but it took her years before she felt safe enough to reclaim her old life. Now she's determined not to have it happen again.
I decided to train like an athlete again, and that meant anything and everything that was offered to me.
She enrolled in a falls prevention program at the Toronto Rehabilitation Institute.
It just allowed me to focus on my balance, my flexibility, my adaptability to change, and I was very grateful for that.
As seniors like Erin work to fight their fear of falling,
and this is our general purpose lab.
Where these accidents happen is also being studied. The main culprit? The bathroom, with all of its hard and slippery surfaces. More than 70% of falls happen getting in and out of the tub.
Bathing disability is a huge issue, and it's one of the primary reasons that an older adult will have to leave their home. So if we really do want to support this idea of aging in place, the bathroom is one of the areas we have to address.
Alison Novak and a team of researchers at Toronto Rehab have been working on making bathrooms safer, and in their latest research, the focus is on grab bars.
Should it be present? Should it be mandatory? How many falls will it prevent? And then if it should be mandatory, where should it be placed? How long should it be?
This simulated bathroom is held up by hydraulic lifts in a hangar that looks straight out of NASA. 73-year-old Gary Evans is the recruit. Bit of unsteadiness there.
Right.
By slipping, researchers can study how quickly the volunteer is able to recover and hold on to the grab bar.
Hi, Anna.
Back in Niagara, Leslie Yole and Eric Huffman are still on the road. They've dropped in on a senior they've met before.
Try and get onto your hands and knees.
She's known as a frequent faller.
Whenever you're ready, we'll try to get up towards the couch.
Yole wants to see how she's doing and give her some pointers on how to get up from a spill. It's still early, but officials say the Falls team is already making a difference.
Hard work, eh?
There's been fewer visits to the emergency rooms. And while the program doesn't promise to prevent the first fall, its goal is to make sure there are no further ones. Cass Rusi, CBC News, Niagara.
It's very interesting.
Cass Rusi, CBC News, Niagara.